Well, hello there. It's me again. If you can hear me speaking on this fine day, please type yes in the chat. If you can hear me, say yes. Can all of you peepadeeples out there hear my voice? Hello? Guys, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Cool. Alrighty. So, we're gonna continue from where we left off from the second video, second live stream. Riddle on the rails. Yup. Riddle on the rails. So, basically what happened last time was there was a train. So, this case is about a train that went missing and we're trying to figure out where it went. So, currently in the mines. Yeah, the mines up here. And so we figured out a bunch of stuff. We figured out all the people in the train stations. We figured out that when the train went missing, a lot of people were told to get off the train except specific people. And we figured out that also on that train, there was something very, very important on the train. And so the fact that the train went missing was not very good. So, yeah, we came to the mines because we found on our map that there was a little tiny, the railway switch thing there. Can you see it? Yeah, that one. We found that there, and we realized that the train could have been moved into the mines here, and then the fake train that we saw at Evesham was a fake train because we did a recreation of a fake train to see if someone could reenact an actual train, and they could. And so I think the train did not actually get to Chesterfield, because this is Chesterfield here. Here's the railway switch. I think the train came from Bridlington and then went across into the mines instead of actually going to Chesterfield, because the train master person at Chesterfield was drunk when he made the telegrammy thingy, the telegram here, and so there's a massive chance he didn't see the train actually go through, and I don't think he did. I think he saw the fake train that came through. So that's where we're up to now. The people we know now is Station Master of Evesham, an angry passenger, Thomas Robinson, the Station Master of Chesterfield, and Bridlington. So let's take a little bit of a look around these mines, shall we? Oh, oops, gone too far.
A fake train? Ha! What a clever and devilish trick.
I know, right, Watson? It's insane. Yeah, because we found this here, how the tunnel had collapsed, and we saw a little bit of dynamite, so there's a potentiality that that the mines were collapsed to hide the train. Well, it was probably, assuming that the train didn't actually get to Chesterfield, it was stuck in this very tunnel. And if it is stuck in this very tunnel, it could either be to hide the train or to sabotage the train. Yeah, exactly. So I'm not entirely sure 100% just yet, because we don't have all the clues, but we are getting there.
This is the cabin for the mine's security personnel.
Ooh, interesting. Huh? What's that? A box! We found a box!
This box must be the safe. Let's open it.
Another puzzle. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm entirely... Oh, I don't know. Pretty good puzzles sometimes. Depends on the difficulty of the puzzle. These ones are not particularly that very hard. Pretty easy puzzles, these ones. So, shouldn't be too difficult to do. So, yeah. Oh, hey, look, we did it. Easy peasy. Oh.
The Mexican company Caracol and the Chilean Barcazas both want to buy the mines. I need more information. Perhaps Mycroft could help.
So also, the Chileans were left on the train. The Chileans from the Barcazas company. And we just figured out that a Mexican company wants to buy the mines as well. With the mines, or I think it's the mines, I don't know. New instructions to all WEA coal security personnel. We inform you that the representatives of the Barcazas group are granted free access. This company is the future owner of the mines. The future owner. Gotta remember that. This is important because they were the ones that were left on the train that went into the mines. So we gotta it's getting intense. Also, starting from today, a no trespassing rule is upheld against any representative of the Caracol Consortium. Oh. So now the Barcazas has been granted free access forever to the mines because they're going to buy the mines. But the Mexican Caracol, I forgot how to pronounce it, company is being kicked out of the mines, and they both wanted to buy the mines. Do not provide any explanation. This information is confidential. This is getting real intense now. So to me, personally, it feels like that the train missed Chesterfield. The Chileans were left on purpose by the Mexicans to sabotage the train, to kill the Chileans, because they wanted to buy the mines. It's personally what I believe, but it might not be the reality. So, but if that's that, then that means that Robinson is a victim because he didn't want his... Because Robinson was making a battery. Mr. Robinson is, he's an Australian bloke. Yeah. Is a wealthy man who holds a high position in society, clearly indicated by his expensive clothes and gold ring. His Australian hat and crocodile shoes may allow us to deduce that he's a foreigner who travelled to England. Yeah, so he's making a battery because it also says in our documents he is insured for his prototype of the autonomous electricity generator. So that means that if so, if the Mexicans sabotaged the Chileans, so that means that Mr. Robinson has nothing to do with this, and he's just there because his prototype was also on the train when it went missing. So, if he didn't mean for that to happen, then that means that he accidentally lost it. It's very interesting. A little bit difficult to get your head around it. Once you do, you're all set. Alright. Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry. Examine the side railway branch at Evesham. And use the telegraph to discover more about the coal company. Okie dokes. Well, we should probably do that then. Where do we find the telegraph? I forgot. Oops. I don't think I was meant to forget where to find the telegraph. That's not good. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Somewhere. But somewhere is not there yet. We're getting somewhere, but you know. You know what I'm saying. So we can go first person and third person in this game too. Let's go to station. I don't know what station is. I think that was one of the new ones. So this video is a continuation from the second one. Just in case I didn't tell you or you forgot. But yeah. So you gotta watch the second one to understand. So we're Doncaster! We're on Doncaster. This is new. Oh, who's he?
A funny character. He looks anxious.
And he is not an Englishman.
Doesn't look it, no. Where'd he go? He's gone. Oh, my nose wasn't. Where'd he go? He's gone. Cigar stub. Ooh, great.
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
Well, the mint leaves go over there. Gas go over there. So, I have done this before, but it has been a while since I have done it. So, I don't remember the answer to this case. But I think I know what the answer is.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar.
Oh, what?
It is a Ricardo Turrent, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Interesting. Time going to our detective sense. Ashtray. Piece of burnt paper. Ooh.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor.
Ooh.
Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
There's paper here.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans.
Conflict.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
Burn note that was found in the ashtray Doncaster waiting hall. It still has a few legible sentences that highlight a conflict between Mexicans and the Chileans. They're fighting over the mines, I'll betcha. Because they both wanted to buy the mines, but the Mexicans have now been kicked out because the Chileans are going to buy them. So then I think that gives them the motive to send the train over into the mines, blow it up, and sabotage it, in which Mr. Robinson lost his prototype. But that's what I think. Suspicious man at Doncaster Station was smoking Ricardo Torrent, expensive Mexican cigars of excellent quality. He spent at least the last few days. Who's that? That's the Queen of England. That's nice. Got the Queen with us. Hey, did you see who did it? There you go. It's actually gone. Horse racing.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Tickets.
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
£2.
It can be an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
Because back then, £2 was a lot of money. What's horse racing? Tickets. I'm gonna find who did this and ask them why they spent all their money. Oh, hey, telegraph.
I asked Mycroft to find out some information on the WEA Coal Company. Here is his reply, and it is an interesting one.
There are two companies, the Chilean Barcazas and the Mexican Caracal. Both wanted to purchase the coal mines. The Mexican Caracal consortium had established an initial deal and had prepared all the papers. However, the Chilean Barcazas group, aided by their influential connections, managed to snatch the concluding deal for the mines. Oh, so the Mexicans had all the stuff ready to buy the mines and all that, but then the Chileans came out and were like, nope, we're taking that. And they stole it. The Mexicans held no grudge. What? Oh. The Chileans made the train vanish in order to steal the prototype. Okay. Well, I can almost guarantee that this one here is going to become a double one like these eventually, and we get more clues. But if we just click that for now, doesn't that? No, I think it's sabotage. Personally, it's what I believe. I don't think that the Chileans stole the train. I think the Mexicans took it. Like they trapped the Chileans in the mines. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Could be 100% totally and completely wrong.
A telegraph.
But I might be right. I don't know. Because I don't remember the answer to this one.
Holmes, look. There's a flooded area over here.
Whoa.
I believe that the flooded area might be worth checking.
Just a little bit. There's a large flooded area near the Doncaster station and old quarry. Interesting.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. John Watson. We are investigating the case of the vanished train.
Is that so? Well, good day, gentlemen. I am Mr. Duff, the station master of this station. I'll be happy to help you in any way I can, but there's not much that I can tell you about last night.
Why not? It's investigation time. I still don't know what that word means. Or how to pronounce it properly. He's got a missing button. A ring mark. Ooh. And no watch.
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
Yeah, I am. He had like the whole cigar thing going on too.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
Okay.
Did any passengers leave or board the train last night?
No. I saw no one as usual. I reported the train's passage by telegraph, just the same as all the other nights.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
Well, actually, we have that answer.
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake. Watson, it seems that both South American companies were involved in the purchase of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
The man at Doncaster who fled our approach, he smokes Mexican cigars. Perhaps...
Yes,
Yes, Watson. We should certainly speak with him.
most definitely. Station Master of Doncaster is in a depressed state. He may be recently divorced, owing to the mark left by the ring on his ring finger. His clothes are untidy, and it appears that he finds his single life quite difficult. His master's watch is missing. It could be lost or stolen, or even pawned if he is in desperate need of money. So that means he took it to the shops and sold it. Maybe. Whoa, we got a beach. Oh man, we got a few tasks. Search. Okay. I want to take a look around this place. Try and find that person that left, the Mexican dude. See if we can't find him.
Watson, would you like some tea?
no.
Asked him if he wanted tea. Oh, that's so funny. Telephone pole. They don't have telephones, but they got telephone poles. Whoa. Careful, guys. Waiting for. This is where we came out, wasn't it? Oh no. I think we found him.
Please, sir, we would ask you not to leave. We have some questions.
Are you the police?
No, we are employed by the railway company. We are collecting witness statements about the train that disappeared last night.
Lo siento, I'm in a hurry.
Really? It seemed that you were waiting here for someone. Could you tell us if you were at the station last night?
No, I just arrived from South America.
A formidable journey, no doubt. Which country are you from?
De Chile.
Chile? See a Chilean. Ooh, it's getting intense. Real intense. We got smart clothes, strong build, martial arts, expensive cigar, and wrinkles. I thought you were Mexican.
Chile? But you are Mexican.
No, you are wrong. Why would you think I'm Mexican?
Well, you kind of had the Mexican cigar.
Because of your cigars.
Sí, cigarrillos. So what?
Those cigars are the Ricardo brand, from Mexico. It is quite impossible to find them anywhere but there.
Pero not your business.
Okay, so he's Chilean.
I don't suppose that you are on vacation. What business brought you here?
I was to meet my fellow compañeros, who were due to arrive yesterday. They were on that damn train.
Oh.
I will stay here and hope that the authorities find them, or their bodies. It's now my responsibility to repatriate them.
Who authorized you to do that?
The company I work for.
Could you tell me the name of the company?
It's not your concern.
And what is your name?
Enough questions. Buenas tardes.
Not a very friendly man, and he is lying. He said that he just arrived, but we know that he has been here for several days.
Yeah. Oh. Getting intense. Judging by the expensive brand of this man's cigars and the clothes he wears, we may conclude that he is financially wealthy. The strong smell of tobacco surrounds him and his breathing is harsh, indicating he's been smoking heavily for the past few days. The backs of his hands are red and calloused, a sign of a man who is well practiced in the martial arts. Okay, so we got some more clues. Ah, see, I told you. I told you a second one would appear. The Mexican Caracol Company held a grudge against the Chilean Barcazas Group as the Chileans were favored for purchasing coal mines despite the Mexicans' preliminary sales. That is personally what I believe. I think the Mexicans are not happy at the Chileans for stealing the mines on them, so they chucked them on the train, and then they sent them into the mines and blew it up and hid the Chileans in the mines and sabotaged the train. And then Mr. Robinson's invention was just there. So he was a victim. Mexicans organized the Chileans to stay on the train. That is why the controller removed all of the passengers except for the Chileans. It was a trap, I think. Okay, that's all we got for now. Okay. Just take a little bit more of a look-see around this station. More rail mail.
Railway post bags.
Rail mail!
This post bag belongs to the station master.
It's hand delivering the rail mail. Corwell Advocate Agency, Main Road, BR69HJ, Bromley, London. In reply to your last warning letter, I wish to assure you that I shall soon honour all of the latest instalments that I need to pay according to my debts. Yours faithfully, Edward Duff. A letter to his wife.
The station master appears to have found himself in some financial trouble.
7 Alpine Street, Basford, Nottinghamshire. My darling, I ask you to trust me this time. I shall soon have more than enough money to repay the house mortgage. It's only a matter of days. You may continue living in the house without me, since that is your wish. Please know that I still care about you and hope that you will forgive me one day, despite all of the harm I have caused in recent years. Yours, Edward. So he's been gambling, and his wife was like, "You better stop that." And so she told him to leave, and then the police people were like, "You gotta pay, or we're gonna kick you out of the house." And he's like, "Ah." That's what he said. Not really though. He got given money and he spent it on horse tickets instead of giving it back to his... Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good. So, did it pass Doncaster? Or did he miss? Oh, so if he missed... So, if it passed Doncaster, then it passed Doncaster. But if it missed it, then he might have been bribed. He might have been bribed with the money. Let's take a look, see? So you got given, wait. So, here's Doncaster. Yeah, so the train left at the railway switch. So it didn't pass Doncaster. It was bribed. Didn't go anywhere. And they don't go anywhere. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look-see at that beach. Off we go! Look at that. The title of his notebook is Crime and Punishment, and the title of the game is Crimes and Punishments.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest.
No. Looks a bit bleak. Yeah.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Well, we gotta take a look.
These traces were made by a carriage. Look,
Oh. See. Carriage.
the vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches.
Ooh.
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
Traces of the lake, relatively fresh, made by a large truck with a base of around 6 feet 7 inches. It looks too big to be a train, so just saying. Don't forget I said that. Forget I said anything about that. Because it looks like the train. Because, yeah, it just looks a little bit like it could have come down here.
Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
That's not good. Refuse left on the scene. Metal plate.
A label with the name Las Zarpas.
These clothes. Who lived here?
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
By who? And if it was recent, how'd you get cobwebs up there? Or is that cracked glass? Oh, never mind. That's shattered glass.
An abandoned gypsy caravan.
It's a boot. Okay. Okay, so we just looked at a beach and we found thing. A bit crazy. What was that? What was that metal doing then? Go look at our newspapers. Dawson and Nelligan! Hey! They were from the first case. Wow. Look at Las Zarpas. Hey! Jack the Ripper!
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
Okay. Okay, gone there. That's capital.
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
Ah, here it is. The Las Zarpas barges, boats, are leaders in heavy goods transportation. The Las Zapas label belongs to the Mexican consortium Caracal, who covers shipping, electricity services, and mining.
Here it is.
Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh. Bros. Bros. That's... Whoa! Oh my gosh. Well, that's crazy. So special transport was used to carry something very heavy to the lake. And the Mexican company have access to the barges. It's a company that specializes in barge transportation. The Mexicans have recently utilized barges at the lake, probably to transport something very heavy. Transport something very heavy, hey? Okay, well, let's go to Evesham. Should get a side railway branch. Okay, back where it all started. Who are those people over there? Excuse me, Watson. I'll get through. Who are you? Oh, okay, well I can't go over there. Yo, Watson, you go, boy. Standing on literally nothing. Good job, Watson. You just defy the laws of gravity. Congrats. Alright. Railway branch. Railway branch. Oh! Open up. Oh! Ooh. Interesting. What's this then?
There was a building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
How peculiar. Okay. Multiple traces. Wheel traces? Heavy vehicle traces.
Traces. Let's take a closer look.
Lots of traces going on. Plenty of traces.
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here. Nothing interesting here.
What does he mean?
The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
The very same one. Whoa. Well, I think we have to go have a word with the station master, if you ask me.
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
See you later, my good man.
Stolen railway tracks and the rails to the mines are missing. Somebody stole the rails to temporarily cover the missing section of the railway. Ooh. We're getting somewhere. Definitely getting somewhere. Okay, now we're gonna go between Chesterfield and Ishwa. Examine the side railway branch that leads to the quarry at the station between Doncaster, and then go to the place. So this is pretty intense. Like an epic war between companies and the mine. It's just a mine, guys. Chill out for a sec. I mean, I understand how you might be feeling a bit sad that the Chileans just came up and took your stuff off of you. But, like, it's okay. I'm gonna get through this. What are these red flags? What's going on? What's all the paper?
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
Really? Really? It's not really what you think. The side railway branch leads to the quarry. Nope, not that way. I said side railway. Ah! Where's the quarry at? Is this it? Oh no, it's not it. Where's the quarry? The quarry in the place that... Stuck again. Oh no, here it is. Ah!
This railway branch should lead to the quarry. Let us take a look. The switch is rusted, but it still works. The rail is rusted and looks old, but the railway is still usable. The rail is rusted.
Whoa!
The railway ends here. That is strange.
train could have sunk at Doncaster, or the train can't be sunk because the railway is missing. Hang on a second. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, well, we've done everything we possibly can do. We've gotten every clue. Now we have to find a decision. Oh. Oh. Here we go, guys. Did someone steal the rails to cover the section of the old railway to the quarry, or did they steal the rails to cover the section of the mines? And could the train be sunk or not? I think it could be sunk, but that would clash with Miss Chesterfield. Alright. Okay. So, I'm not saying this is the right answer, we're just doing a theoretical here. We can change all of this, what I'm doing right now. So if we do that right, found and utilized all clues, please proceed to deduction space and form a conclusion. Train is sealed underneath the collapsed mines. So, perhaps this is one possible ending, that maybe the Mexicans sealed in the Chileans. Or we could do it differently and say that it passed Chesterfield, that it was sabotage, and that it could be sunk. In which case then the train has been sunk in the quarry. In which case the Mexicans drowned the Chileans. Okay. Okay, guys. Here comes the ultimate question in the chat right now. Did they drown? Or did they get closed in the mines? The Mexicans did it, obviously. But did they do it in the mines or in the quarry? Because there's a flooded area, right? Like there's the flooded spot. We found the label of the barge company at the quarry near the lake. And there's a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans. His thing is unreliable, his testimony, so they either got collapsed into the mines at the railway switch, or just before they reached Doncaster, they got... Oh. I think I know. I think, personally, this is what I think. I think that the train never actually passed Doncaster, and the Mexicans bribed him to give him the money that he needed, because it said he received money. How did he get the money? I think it was bribed by the Mexicans to conceal a murder. Obviously, it was sabotage. Wait, no. Forget that bit. The Mexicans are angry. There was a conflict between them. The Chileans were intentionally left. Robinson has like no part of this whole thing that's going on. He was just there. The loss of the machine is disaster. Yep, he lost it. So the train could have been sunk. It could have in the quarry. But did they steal the rails to cover the quarry, or did they steal the rails to cover the mines? So that means that it passed Chesterfield. So it passed Chesterfield, but this guy, he didn't write it properly. Oh, you reckon they stopped at Chesterfield, got everyone off, and then drove it into the lake? Ooh. Ooh. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go with your answer. You've got to come to a conclusion. I'm just saying what I think. But what do you think? Okay, so maybe we'll go with drowned. You wanna go with drowned? Because the mines or the quarry, and you know. Okay, we're going with drowned. It was carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sank the train in a flooded quarry to hide their crime. Because they wanted the mines. So they wouldn't have hid the Chileans in the mines because, why would you hide the people that you murdered in the place that you're trying to buy? That's weird. But now we have to make our moral decision. Was it blind justice? I don't know what. So we can pick blind justice. The Mexicans' inhumanity towards the Chileans has cost many lives. We must act quickly, contact Lestrade, and allow the police to perform their loud and swift justice, even at the risk of international conflict or political game. A criminal organization such as this cannot be confronted directly. It requires a delicate approach. Give Mycroft the chance to resolve the conflict, even though it might be protracted and turned to his own advantage. So what do we do? What do we do? Do we get the police involved, or do we let Mycroft handle it? Which one? Okay, well, gone blind justice then. You sure? Are we all sure? 100%? 100% certain? Okay, here we go. Let's do it.
Then the case is solved, Holmes. What do you intend to do?
Well, I shall require assistance for the arrests. There were accomplices.
Ah, but I know that look. You have your own ideas. What are they, Holmes?
On the one hand, we have Mycroft and his tedious political games. He will locate the guilty parties without any trouble. But it will be a long and drawn-out process, and possibly with some compromise that will be to Mycroft's benefit. Our other option is the local constabulary, and advice from our friend Lestrade. The problem we have there is that the authorities seem to be incapable of acting quietly. They rely on brute force. It could result in an international scandal. All the same, I think that I prefer the forces methods. It would be better to resolve the case quickly and efficiently, without any talk of politics.
Let us go home, then. I'd like to begin writing a draft of this story.
No, I did not say that we had finished here yet.
Well, all right. What did I miss?
Watson, we know that the Barkazas Company directors were drowned in the flooded quarry, along with the train and Robinson's prototype. But we still need to corner the guilty party.
Ooh,
But how do you intend to prove... Oh, no. Please don't tell me we have to dive into the lake.
Huh. You may rest assured that I have a far better
Why
idea.
can't we just do that?
We have only to use our corrupt Doncaster station master as bait. He will unwittingly trap our Mexican friend.
Of course, you already had a plan. I shall follow you, Holmes.
Well, the case is solved, and we shall be heading home. May we have 2 tickets to London, please?
Right away, but... Wait a minute. You've solved the case?
In a manner of speaking, can you believe that the rescue service miraculously saved one of the Chileans who were on board the train? The police have ordered his immediate escort to London on the next train.
He pulled through, then? He's alive?
Yes, by extreme good fortune. His condition is quite serious, and the method of transportation has its risk, but he will be held securely by the doctor and police officers. The gentleman carries some vital information on this case. I am sure of it.
Ah, really?
Your station will be famous, Mr. Duff. The journalists will be here before you know it. Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Oh, sometime later. What's that?
Gentlemen, you are under arrest.
Oh,
Caramba! You traitor! You double-crossed me!
whoa! Oh,
Good shot, Watson. I always knew you were a talented marksman.
I didn't want another life lost in this case, Holmes.
Oh my God! I thought I was a dead man.
You shouldn't be so glad about it. You'll be up before the judge.
Your testimony will be of great importance to the investigation. I would remind you that your cooperation will be the best way to ease your sentence. By the way, Watson, would you be so kind as to give me some shooting lessons later on?
Yes, but not in our sitting room, and not with you wearing a blindfold.
good one, Watson. Well, we did it, guys. It was a carefully planned murder. The Mexicans killed the Chileans and sank the train to hide their crime. The dam breach was played to their advantage. They used their own barges to keep the train on the run for a few seconds and then sank it in a flooded quarry. So they put the train on the barge, I think. I think that's what that means. The railway tracks were removed to hide the crime. Mexicans' inhumanity towards the Chileans cost many lives, so the decision was made to act quickly. Lestrade will be informed. Do we check the conclusion? Do we want to spoil it? We'll see if we got it right or not. I mean, I do think we did get it right, but you want to see? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bam! We did it! We did it, guys! Here we go. We just solved the case, everyone. Now, our personality ranking is neutral. It was compassionate before because we let the other guy go, but now that we decided not to help Mycroft and let the police come in and potentially create a war between England and Mexico, we're neutral. We're not good, we're not bad, kind of in the middle. Well, that was pretty nice. This next case we're not going to do today. That was all for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this 3rd episode of Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishments. Tune in, ring that little notification bell, subscribe, and you might be able to see another video. Be sure to check out my other stuff, and if you haven't already, watch the previous episodes of this so that you can get up to date on what's going on. So, with that, I shall say